Plant specialists are responsible for developing methods of keeping plants and crops thriving. Like soil specialists, they suggest ways of planting that may help aid farmers produce a more bountiful outcome, such as keeping certain species of plants away from each other or by using a certain type of fertilization technique. In Westland's Anana Center, I meet a young man who suits this description, and I imagine if we had several of them, our planet will be smiling all through, because plants are the backbone of any ecosystem.
Naitwa Lawrence Ilongo, a plant specialist, someone who loves plants, loves doing plants. Plants are the best developer you'll ever get. This thing, it's like family inheritance. My father was doing plants. Alitusomesha na plants. He did everything. He fed us with plants. And that urge of staying with them, I wanted to know them more. A gardener, it's a maintainer. A plant specialist, you have to start from scratch. Down there, you have to do from looting, growing it, nurturing it, feeding it. Then I take it to the gardener to maintain that. Any plant, it has its own planting technique. That you don't just go get soil and panda. You have to get the mix of each plant. Mix, it's the most important. Planting soil, it's the most important in any plant. You have to mix it well in the correct ratios. You get the compost, you plant it. Third step, it's maintaining that plant. You've bought the plant, now you want to maintain it. How do you maintain it? Don't lash to the agglomerates. If you see your plant is dying, you lash to the agglomerates. My plant has what? No. Plants help each other. A good example, you see this plant, the Shaphilela. If it gets attacked by pests, there are those plants that I can place near it and the pests will just disappear. You can use onions always, bulbed onions. Bulbed onions, you can use them to treat other plants.
Scientists classify plants as seed plants, ferns, lycophytes, hostales, and bryophytes, which thrive in different conditions, and it's very vital to put all these into consideration.
We have those hyacinths that glows in water. Right now, we don't have any light now here. But there are those plants that glows in lakes. You see those hyacinths. When I get it from there, there's a way that there's a condition. You have to condition it to fit in. Normally we do them in pools. You see swimming pools. We normally do them in swimming pool, but there's a chemical that we have to add there for them to glow. Because they've come from salty places, hot places. Now they're coming to fresh water places. You have to condition that. I have to come see your space first. That is the site visit. I have to do a site visit first. After the site visit, I will advise you on plants that can grow there. Because not every plant that can grow everywhere. There are specific plants that can grow. Initially, a good example, maybe your balcony or maybe your space, it's a cold place. There are those plants that can't grow in a cold place. Even if I condition them, how? They can't grow in a cold place. I have to get those plants that can grow in such a cold environment. If you want some flowering, there are those flowers that in cold places. There are those plants that flowers in hot places.
What can we do to salvage our endangered species according to Irungu? And what's the pride of this plant lover who not only enjoys but earns from this venture?
Aloe vera is known by everyone. It's a medicinal plant. It's a wild plant. It's something that you can find growing in anywhere. At the roadside, what I normally say, ukipata plant kayo, go plant it well, feed it well, propagate it. It's a good plant to have. After all, when you have passion, if you can see your passion, you can make money with your passion. Make it. That is where we are in Kenya. I want to be that guy who can come at your place, renovate the place with plants, make it beautiful with plants, and you enjoy it. Back before, we used to have seasons. Tulikuwa na wakati wa mvua inaanzia mwezi fulani, wakati wa baridi ni mwezi fulani. Right now we are in August. It's supposed to be hot. Sidio? We are freezing. Why? People are not conserving the environment. With the plant, you're conserving those environment. Plant those trees. Yeah? We get rain the best time. Yeah? Plant those trees to get those clean air. We have industries everywhere these days. We have toxic air. Huh? Without those plants, you can't purify the air. You can find a plant like this peace lily. It's an air purifier. We are advising people to do them inside the houses.
If you cherish plants but limited on space, never worry.
This is something like this. That's a wall setup that we are doing these days for balcony setup. These days, people are not everyone can manage to buy an own compound space. But there are those people who love plants. That's why we are coming up with ideas of having the plants with their small space, growing them in their small space. After the advice, we show you a design, a beautiful design of how we can change your space. We come up with different pots, designs, woodwork designs, the fiberglass, terracotta pots, plastic. We are designing the plastic and not plastic to become new.
What a good thing to appreciate nature. Take good care of plants, nurture them, and even earn a living from them. Beautiful, isn't it? For my planet, my pride, Eva Juma.